Wallahi, I'll be honest with you. The shubuhat that I was exposed to at Yale, some of them I still don't have answers for. I jumped into the deep end and I did Islamic studies and early Islamic studies. Honestly, it was not easy because what the Western education does is it historicizes, contextualizes. It forces you to rethink. It forces you to rethink. You know, Medina, Azhar, Malaysia, Islamabad will build a building for you. When you go to Harvard, Princeton, Yale, they will deconstruct the entire building. Throw it all the way back down. It's going to be all blocks, back to Lego blocks. Then you have to figure out how am I going to reconstruct it myself. They're not even going to do it for you. Things get very, very awkward and difficult. Right? This is the reality of the Western education. That you are forced to think. Alhamdulillah, the narrative has holes. Has holes. That you are forced to think. The narrative has holes. Has holes. That you are forced to think.
He wasn't reading holes in this narrative.
That you are forced to think. Things get very, very awkward and difficult. And you realize that that building I inherited from Azhar or Medina is not a building that Allah revealed. Things get very, very awkward and difficult. Alhamdulillah. And so what has happened, and I've seen this myself, many practicing Muslims have gone into these programs and come out agnostic. And even for me, I had to draw a line. And that line for me was the Quran. Because the moment you begin to historicize the Quran, in my opinion, then you have nothing left. Then you have nothing left. Has holes. That's what I'm going to say. The narrative has holes. Then you have nothing left. Has holes. The narrative has holes. I'm being honest with you guys. I'm being honest with you guys. If you begin to historicize the Quran, then really, why call yourself a Muslim? If you do go on this route, then honestly, like I said, you have no stability left at all. The narrative has holes. So it's a very difficult. Now, where did I get this line from? It's not scientific, I have to admit.
I consider myself to be somebody who researches everything.
Islam is all about submitting. If you're not cognizant of the dangers of walking into being exposed to this type of ulum, because in the end of the day, not every ilm is beneficial. Sometimes, yes, ignorance is bliss. Sometimes, yes, ignorance is bliss.
I consider myself to be somebody who researches everything.
Wallahi, I'll be honest with you. The shubuhat that I was exposed to at Yale, some of them I still don't have answers for. Sometimes, yes, ignorance is bliss. Really, why call yourself a Muslim?
I consider myself to be somebody who researches everything.
It forces you to rethink. Sometimes, yes, ignorance is bliss.